Okay, I gotta make it quick because my phone literally has 3 gigabytes left of storage, and me yapping for how long will take up the storage. But basically, I just want to talk about AI and like my thoughts on it. Just the average perspective. No one like sponsoring AI. I don't have an AI company or someone that's like I'm so against it. Like I believe it has its uses, and then when I think, all right, maybe you shouldn't be so dependent on it. So basically, my first one is I actually do like the concept of it, AI. Because when ChatGPT first came out, I first like hearing about it. Like this is way early. Like I have a screenshot, like just asking like this program or the machine to like, can you like pull this off for me. I thought it was amazing, if I'm being honest. Like I know we have Google and all that, but it's just like it just made making things like easier to research, in my opinion, because I learned a lot of things, because like it has it on there. Now I'm not just talking about like, okay, if I do this and then like it just like I dive deeper into it. It just gives me like the too long didn't read. You know what I mean? It helps simplify it for people that like put in my own words to like help explain it. Now the other part is I feel like you shouldn't just be too dependent on AI doing everything for you. It can be a device, to help you, but you can only do so much with it. Like some people just have like a crutch with it. It's like whatever. Like with school, we didn't have AI. Like 2000s Gen Z. So with that, we had to do our own research. So that's why like I like it so much. Because back then it's like, damn, bro, like I gotta like research everything. I gotta type everything. Like granted, I still do that, but like it just makes it easier. And I'm not saying to just all right, make me a paragraph and do that. Like what I do is like when it first came out, like I first used AI with Grammarly, and help me write. So I wrote everything first, and then like I like highlight everything and be like, can you make it more like clarify? Like how they like advertise it, right? And then I would look at it first, and then all right, let me put my own twist to it, and then I just add words. So I wouldn't change it too drastically. I would just make it more clarified. So I was a bit confused why people, had an issue with it. I'm like, they're just using it, to help clarify. No, people are just using it to like generate whole paragraphs. I didn't know that. I'm like, are you guys that lazy to like put your own research into it? So that's my take on using it for research. Second one is, I believe it should be used as a concept, like a rough draft, with the current technology we have, because it still looks rough around the edges sometimes. But, if you just want to present something like, like a small article, like, hey, this is what's gonna like roughly look like, or like I need like something quick and easy to just understand it, like a visual, then I can understand like how you can do it. Sometimes I do that, but preferably I like using it to read it. Like if I need to fix my car or something like that, I just ask it. It's like, all right, this is what I found. But I just don't like it when people publish it as like a final product. I went to a country where they had like AI, and I understand they got to run a business and everything. Like they can't just hire someone to draw it. Not everyone is artistic, which I get. But honestly, I feel like if you tried for that and it looks a bit more authentic, then I feel like you would get more business. Because when I saw it and it had like the like you could obviously tell like create me like a logo for my company. It just comes off as like, all right, you kind of not trying out here with everything. Like I get it, but it kind of made me not want to shop there. It's like, all right, if you're this lazy to like not be able to like present what you need to do, and then or what you're trying to sell, then I don't want to like, I'm not interested. Like I remember the Super Bowl commercial. I'm not sure if it was like the Seahawks and Patriots, but I think it was that one. But basically, they're experimenting. They had ads, mind you. You have to pay the NFL to get the you get your ad, to be presented. Like they don't pay you, you pay them. And then it's very expensive. Some like ads are $1 million. So there's just this one ad for this company. It was like I was like, what is this? So basically, it was just like this company advertising, I get it. You got to get your money. Everybody's got to eat. But essentially is they used AI for like the entire video, dude. I'm like, and it just came off as so creepy. Like with the robots drinking, the alcohol and it's just like flowing out. It looks like blood. I'm like, I'm not buying this, bro. I wasn't even remotely interested. Now I'm definitely not interested with that. And yeah. And also like the third thing, I don't like it when, it raises up the price of everything because I was so interested in buying like my own computer, building it up, but this is like right before AI started to make everything a bit more expensive because they require like tons of resources to be able to generate the things that they want. And then I just find it disheartening when like I want to buy something but all the computer products are getting way more expensive, dude. And like the average people like me and you, or unless you got it like that, but for most people it's like, damn, like I can't even like get the things that I want because of this, like something that's out of my control. And hopefully it goes down, but I really don't know. And there's also like that thing where like it takes a toll on the environment, uses a lot of water, it takes up a lot of space. Like there is a lot of controversy around that, and I do understand for people that are upset because you're just using all these resources and then it's just gonna make something like that's like slop basically. But that's my take on it for AI. I believe it does have its uses in today's world. I do think it can be a good technology, but on the other hand, it's like it seems like right now there's a lot more cons than like pros to it. But this is just like my average take on it. This is how I use it on my life now. What are your guys' opinions on AI? Just let me know. If you do like, if you don't like it, or you're kind of like somewhere in the middle, or you're like, I don't care. But basically, that's it for me. So, peace.